Question number 6. Question number 6 and 7 are application based. Each question is of 6 marks. I am discussing question number 6. Here it is given that t is equal to 2 pi under root k by m is given. This is given what you have supposed. If you have considered t as tension, then also I have given the marks, but it has to be right. If you have considered time period, then also I have given it as marks. So you have to check whether this is correct or not. If it is incorrect, then derive the correct form. So let me check how to check this correctness. So dimension of left hand side is dimension of, I am considering it as time period. So time period, it is m0 l0 t. This is equation number 1. Now dimension of right hand side. Up to this I have given 1 mark if you have done this. Dimension 2 pi is constant, we will ignore this. K is force per unit length. Force per unit length is mt minus 2. Force per unit length is given, and because it is under root, so it is half, and divided by m is mass, so it is m minus 1. So this becomes m minus half t minus 1. This is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, by principle of homogeneity, dimension of left hand side is not equal to dimension of right hand side. Therefore, given equation is incorrect. So 1 mark for this, 1 mark for this, and 1 mark for this. If you have done this, this is of 3 marks. Now this question is of 6 marks. So now you have to correct this equation. So again, I have told you how to check in dimension chapter. It depends. No other quantities will be taken. Only these 2 quantities will be considered. So k power x and m power y. Time period depends on this, according to question. Now remove this. Take any constant. Say for example, I am taking alpha. Kx m power y. Alpha is any constant. Now here m0 l0 t power 1. Alpha is constant, k is mt minus 2. This is x, and small m is m power y. So this is m x plus y and t minus 2x. On comparing, minus 2x is equals to 1 implies that x is equals to minus half. X is equals to minus half, and x plus y is 0, which means y is equals to half. Now put these values in equation number 1 here. So time period is equals to alpha k power minus half and m power half. So time period is alpha under root m by k. Up to this it is correct. If you know the value of alpha, it is given in the question itself. So t is equal to 2 pi under root m by k. This is the correct form. So this is for 1 mark. This is also of 1 mark. And this is of 1 mark. So total is of 6 marks. So this you have to perform in the question number 6. Nobody has performed correctly except few of the students. Now question number 7 of your test, that is the last question of this test, which says that an object is exploded in the air. It divided into 3 parts. You have to draw the diagram of the question. One part is moving with 8 meter per second, having mass 200 kg. Another part is moving with 12 meter per second, having mass 100 kg. The question is where the third part will go. So for the third part, that is, its velocity is given as 25 meter per second. Mass is not given, you have to find the mass. And you have to find the angle also. So we have to find the angle also. Angle needs to be found. So here we have to find the resultant. So here you can see this is momentum, this is momentum, this is momentum. So total momentum, net resultant momentum P3 is equals to, I will consider this as resultant because it is, if the two are moving at perpendicular, third will also move perpendicular. So it is P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos 90. This is P2, that is M2 V2, P1 that is M1 V1, and P3 is M3 V3. Here we don't know what is M3. Now P1 is 8 into 200, that is 1600 whole square plus 1200 whole square plus 0. You can do it in any other method if you know the correct value. So this is 256 plus 144. So this is around 40 lakh. That means P3 is equals to 2000 kilogram meter per second. So from here you know the value M3 into V3 is equals to 2000, which implies that M3 will be 2000 by 25, that is 80 kilogram. So 80 kilogram is the mass of third part. And now you have to find the angle. So for the angle tan theta perpendicular upon base, tan theta is equals to P1 upon P2, that is 1600 upon 1200, that is 4 by 3. So theta is tan inverse 4 by 3, which is equals to around 53 degree. This all you have to do. For this you are going to get 1 mark. For this you are going to get 1 mark. And for this you are going to get 1 mark. If you are not writing unit, you will lose the marks. Then for this you are getting 1 mark. For this you are getting 1 mark. And for this also you are getting 1 mark. So total 6 marks in this question. So this is all about the solution of term 2 physics test. We will start new chapter in the coming week. Thanks, and please cross check your answers.